Finding the lowest common multiple of the following numbers, we want to break it down into the factors. So when I look at the number parts, I need to match to 28 and 44. I can see that they share a common factor of 4. So I'm going to start with 4 times 7. Here I have 4 times 11. So 28 is missing a factor of 11. The 44 is missing a factor of 4. So when we do 4 times 7 times 11, that's 308. That is the lowest common multiple of the numerical parts here. So here I have an x. Here I have x to the power 5. When we look at the x factors, this one over here is missing, needs 4 more x's to make them equivalent. I have y cubed here, y squared here, and so this side is missing an extra factor of y. Okay, so then now we have our lowest common multiple. Lowest common multiple. So our LCM works out to be 308, x to the power 5, y to the power 3. And in general, we can say that the biggest power ends up being the smallest multiple of the two. For this next one here, I can see that I'm going to look at the 90 and 42, the number parts. The key to this one is we have to make sure we identify what are the factors, the multiplying parts, because we're talking about multiples, we're talking about multiplication. So I know that 90 and 42 share a factor of 6. So I'm going to use 6 times 5 here. Here I'm going to use 6 times 7. Here I have a squared. Here I have a. And so I need an extra a over here. Now it's important to recognize that this a is not a factor. We have to recognize that the a plus 2 together represents a factor. So I'm going to go each factor at a time. So I have a b here, b5 here. So I need to make them both b5. So we're missing 4 b's over here. And then the last thing here is I have an a plus 2. So the a plus 2 all together represents one factor. We need an a plus 2 over here to make those equivalent. Okay. Oh, I forgot to do the numerical parts here. Here I was missing a factor of 7, and here I'm missing the factor of 15. Okay, so we end up with, this is going to end up being 630. So our LCM. 7 times 90 is going to be 630. For the a's, we end up with a squared, b5, and then we have this extra factor of a plus 2, and that, although it's kind of awkward looking in there, that binomial now we have to treat it as a factor. We need to start seeing those things as factors.